They see you everywhere and they're defensive about what they did to you. Please scroll on. If this doesn't resonate, time for a serious conversation with someone. Ready, set, go. Like, it's time. That's the ready, set, go. Like, right now is the time. They're seeing you everywhere and defensive because I think what I'm getting is that this person really hurt you. Please scroll on if you don't know who this is about. Don't make it fit. But I think someone knows they did you wrong. You know, most people will never admit it, even though they know, but it's like they don't know. You know, they make excuses for why they did it. It's just human nature, really, to an extent. But, like, this person did you really wrong. But what's going on is I think they're being haunted by you. I think the universe, God's sending them signs of telling them that they really need to make amends to you, that they did you wrong. Like, trying to let them know that what they did, really, just simply put, they did you wrong. And they're defensive, of course. Of course they are. And I think that they need to approach you. Don't go approaching them. But, you know, when they do approach you, it's time for that serious conversation. Or, you know, and I feel like they're going too soon if they haven't already. I feel like they did. I feel like for some of you, I'm going to get comments where like, oh my gosh, they just texted me. Or maybe in a couple hours or yesterday, I don't know. But they, you know, don't hesitate. I think you've been putting it off because whatever they did was pretty bad. And I'm not trying to say forgive them. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just here to relay a message. They're defensive. They are seeing you everywhere. It's up to you what you want to say, but the conversation has to be serious. It has to be done. Put it that way. Like, I just feel like putting it off isn't going to change anything. I feel like you both, I'm not saying you need closure, but something needs to be resolved. And you know that. Like, it's just going to make things easier for you. I just feel like whatever it is, putting it off there's some kind of spiritual lesson in this for you, some kind of growth lesson. And putting it off isn't going to help anything. But that doesn't mean you need to give your power to this person. It doesn't mean you need to just go on with anything they say. I'm just relaying a message. Time for a serious conversation. And you know what this is about if this is for you. Again, they know they're starting to come around. You know, it takes people a while. Will they ever completely admit it to themselves? I don't know. But I know they're seeing you everywhere, and I know that the universe is working on them. Let me pull some cards. This popped out. Lesson learned. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, but I'll talk as I shuffle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They feel like they've learned their lesson, or they're getting there. Or have they completely realized it yet? I don't know. But that's part of the seeing you everywhere. That's the lesson they have to learn. They have to learn that you can't just go around doing this to people. They're defensive at first. Yes, it takes people a while, but you know, that's their lesson. They are going through something. You triggered something in them. Multi-talented. That has something to do with what they did to you. They took advantage of your talent, promised your talent to someone. That's what I just got. They took advantage of you in some way. They feel like they learned a lesson, but at the same time, they're defensive. Like I just feel like there's a lot of things they aren't admitted to themselves. It's just going to take a while, because whatever it was, it must have been pretty bad. They really stole something from you. I'm getting it was just some kind of creative, I don't know. I'm getting a whole lot for a lot of different people, but know that it goes back to this. This was the heart of what happened. You're multi-talented. They never felt like this before. I think they're starting to feel remorse, and I think it's for the first time ever. That's what they never felt before, is the fact that they know they hurt someone. I think this lesson is something they've never felt before. I think they're starting to feel something called shame, which is maybe different for them. But, you know, again, I'm not trying to say that you need to forgive them, because they're not quite there yet. You will only be alone if you want to be. That lines up with what I'm saying about this. This is up to you. You know, you don't have to have them back into your life. That's up to you. Please don't think that has anything to do with it. The fear of being alone, that keeps coming out in the last few readings. No, you can be, this person can be replaced. This person is replaceable. Don't let them sucker you in with all these emotions. Don't let them guilt you into anything. It's just guilt. A few more cards. You're already equipped to leave this situation. You're equipped to have the conversation. I feel like they're not quite yet, but I think you are. And I think if they do reach out and it's time for that conversation, I think that you just need to guide it in a certain way. Like you are the mature one here who knows what needs to be said. I think you need to be the one who takes the reins here. And they may not be ready to admit what they did, and that's okay. But you know what I mean. If this is for you, it's just still a conversation that needs to be had. Everything is energy. This means, don't look at this situation at face value. Start really praying about it, meditating. And, focus on the feelings of the energy you get from this person. I think that's a big thing in this, that the energy is going to guide you. The energy, sorry, I can't remember what card deck this was. Go to the next card. They need more time. That's what this is about. I think that this is about trusting your spirit and trusting the energies they send your way. They need more time, I think, to admit this to themselves. That's also goes back to this. Trust your spirit if you want to give them more time. This, however this resonates for you. This is, it's interesting. I got 2 cards here to say time for a serious conversation, and they need more time. That's really, it's up to you. I think the ball is completely in your court. You don't have to give them more time if you don't want to. Not the one. That's a kind of a strong answer. That's what I mean about this. You won't necessarily have to be alone. This might not be the situation. You may need to move on. This is totally up to you again. I think this is up to you. Especially they're not the one if they're not willing to be mature and admit this. Because I just feel like at a certain point they've got to admit what they did. And they're getting there. Let me pull a few cards from this manifestation deck. Speak some things into your life. Everything always works out for you. No fear. Let's speak that. Let's draw that energy in. Everything always works out for you. Speak it. Know it. Believe it. I believe this for you. There's no reason to worry about this situation. Everything's going to work out with this person, with everything else in your life. Everything always works out for you. You are powerful yet humble. This keeps coming through, so you need to know this. You need to know that you have the power in a situation. You have the upper hand. I think someone really tried to take your power away, try to make you feel like this wasn't for you. Like they really tried to make you feel like, I don't know, I think whatever happened here, this multi-talented, like them taking advantage, knowing what they did, I think it was something that really made you feel weak, made you feel like this was out of your control, but it is in your control, and you were getting your power back. Your power is restored. You are powerful yet humble. One more card. You are witty. This means trust your thoughts. You're quick-witted. You're clever. You have good thoughts. You know what to say. You are witty. You need to trust yourself. Trust the thoughts that come out of your brain because they're excellent. I lied. One more card. You are attractive. You need to know that. You can attract the person that you want. They are going to be attractive to you, and you're going to be attractive to them. That's who you really want to see you everywhere. I just don't feel like it's this person, but, it's up to you. Anyway, you are attractive. You are witty. You are powerful yet humble. Everything always works out for you. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.